Okay, hello everyone. Today I am gonna do mobile phone etiquette. So remember the first time we did it, it was when I was at the center. But now because of the circuit breaker measures, then we have to do a e-learning lah. So this is probably your first e-learning of the whole week, right? Yeah. 所以今天我要做的就是手机礼仪。我有上这个课，只有一次，跟你们做一次。所以现在全部要做 e-learning，所以这个应该是你们第一个用电脑来上课的，好。Okay, so let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about informal calls. So there's a bit of difference when it comes to using like the phone etiquette when you call informally and call formally. So today I'm going to talk about the informal part. 所以你打电话的时候跟不同的人会有用不同的礼仪，大概会有差不多一样吧，可是有还有一点差别。所以今天我要讲的就是非正式通话，OK？ So what are some examples of informal calls? So some examples that are listed here are like when you call your family and friends, or when you have some casual personal calls with people, like maybe just to call to like chat with someone or anything or check in with somebody. And wrong number calls are also counted informal. So if someone calls you and you realize that they're calling the wrong person, it's actually considered informal calls as well. Okay? 所以什么是非正式通话？所以我有一些例子在这里，像跟朋友还有家人打电话的时候，还是跟别人随便打电话，也是算是非正式通话。Okay? So there's four main steps when you get a call. So it's quite straightforward and it comes to you quite naturally. But I'll go through some of the more important details as I go through all the steps lah, okay? 所以你打电话的时候，通常是你会很自然的知道会讲什么，可是现在我要讲的就是一些比较重要的细节。 Okay? So the first one is on greeting. So of course when you pick up the phone, you don't just pick up and then you keep quiet, right? I know some people like to do that, but it's good to just say like hello. You don't have to say good morning, can just say hello or hi to like let the person know that you have picked up the phone and you are ready to talk to them. Yeah. If not later you don't say anything, right? Then you start speaking. Then they don't know, like if you pick up the phone, then you never say anything, they may not know that you are listening. Then they waiting, like they don't know whether you are on the phone or not. So just by saying something, at least they know that you are ready to speak to them. 所以第一个就是问候。所以你把电话如果有人打给你 then 还是你打给别人，你第一个要讲的就是讲一个好像问候啦，好像你好还是喂还是早安晚安那种。因为如果你没有讲什么东西 hor then 对方不知道你准备好可以跟他们讲话了吗？就例如如果有人打给你 then 你听电话，可是你没有说什么东西 then 对方怎么会知道你可以跟他联络得到你呢？所以你说一声 hello 还是喂 then 他们至少知道你在听他们要说的话啦。 okay? So the second thing is to identify yourself. So for this one, first is when you make a phone call. So when you are calling somebody, you especially if you know the person doesn't have your number saved in their phone, right? Then you have to tell them your name. Or if example, if you're calling maybe someone that is not as familiar to you, but it's still counted a bit casual, like maybe you calling your aunt or some distant relative, then maybe you can say hello, I am so and so and I am your niece, I'm your nephew. So to give them an idea of who is talking to them lah, especially if you don't meet the person very often or you don't know the person very well. And if you are calling like someone's house phone, or yeah, if you're calling someone's house phone, or if you're calling someone's phone and the person speaking you can tell is not the one that you're looking for, then ask if the person is available to speak. Yeah. So as long as it's not a private, if you're not calling someone's handphone, then it's good to just check with them lah. Later you start talking to the wrong person, then a bit awkward, right? Yeah. So you can, an example is like when you pick up the phone and then they go like, oh hello, then you can say, oh hi, I'm Vincent, may I speak to whoever you want to look for. Or if you think the person on the phone is the person that you are looking for, then you can say, hello, I'm Vincent, are you this person? So at least you know that you're speaking to the correct person and the person knows that who they are talking to. 所以第二个步骤就是身份，所以你要做一点自我介绍。如果你打电话的时候 then 你要找某些人 then 你也是要问他们他们是否有空。好像如果你打别人的家里的电话 then 哪一个家人也可以听电话吗？所以你要要问一问那个听电话的人是你要找的人还是那个你要跟他们讲话的人在吗？要不然等一下你没有问 then 你直接讲话 then 如果不是你要找的人怎么办 then 会有一点尴尬对吗 then 你自我介绍也是给对方知道你是谁，要不然他们听不懂你是谁，还是他们不认识你的声音 then 他不知道他在跟谁讲话 then 他以为是错电话还是什么 then 挂掉也是很闲对吗？所以你自我介绍比较好 then 跟他们问一问，如果问一问第一你可以问如果那个听电话的人是你要找的，还是第二就是你问那个人在吗 then 一个例子就是好像你打电话 then 对方听电话 then 你可以问一下哦你好我是 Vincent 某某人在吗？还是我是 Vincent 你是某某人吗？ then 这样至少对方知道他在跟谁讲话，你也知道你是跟谁讲话 OK So if you are the one that is receiving the call, so someone call you on your mobile phone or your house phone, you also need to try and identify the person. So you may not necessarily need to say who you are, but more importantly is to find out who is talking first. So this is also a bit for your own safety lah. So if you don't recognize the number, try not to let them know who you are first. You check who is the person on the line. Even by saying your name, just try not to do that first. Unless you check already, then the person is actually like your relative or maybe your mom or your dad or something. Then okay, then you can be like, oh yeah, I am so and so. Yeah, I'm this person that you're looking for. Okay. So you can ask by you can do this by asking, may I know who this is? So you pick up the phone, then you hello, and may I know who this is? Or who is speaking right now? So when you're asking for the person, also don't try not to sound very rude lah. Like just ask nicely. So you never know who is on the other line. Okay. So even at this point in time, right, you don't even know if this is gonna be a formal or an informal call. So what if your boss is the one that's calling you? Then you cannot be very casual already, right? You have to be more professional. So by asking this is also to make sure that you are using the correct etiquette following the phone call. Okay? 所以如果是有人打电话给你的时候，就是你先听的 then 你要问对方他是从哪里打来的，所以他是谁。你如果是别人打电话给你，你是你不用先讲你是谁啦，最重要的就是问他们他是谁先，因为是好像安全一点啦。如果你讲你自己的名字先 then 可能他们是坏人还是什么 then 你也不知道 then 你乱给他们你的身份了 then 就惨了咯。所以你先要问对方是从哪里打来的 then 如果你知道是你知道的人 then 你可以讲你好我就是某某人。所以你可以问请问这是谁？还是你是从哪里打来的那种。then 你问的时候也是要有一点有礼貌啦，因为你也是不知道是谁打来。then 如果是老板还是什么重要的人打给你 then 你这样不礼貌的问是谁来的还是什么 then 等一下你 就那个事情就不会太好了嘛，所以问别人的身份的时候也是要有一点礼貌 ，OK？ So the third step is the topic. So of course when you are calling someone or someone is calling you, there is a purpose lah. They don't just call and then just put up the phone cause that's like prank call, right? So the third part is the topic. So when you are making the phone call, you will have to move on to your purpose of calling. Cause you are the one that's calling, right? So there's obviously a reason for you to call them. So you just move on to that topic lah. So once you know that you're talking to the correct person, then you can be like, oh, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about this, or I wanted to ask you about this thing, and so on and so forth. So that's when you get the conversation going. Okay, 所以第三个步骤就是那个话题。如果你是打电话给别人的时候 then 你当然会有一个理由对吗？所以现在你知道你跟对的人讲话了，所以你可以讲你想讲的话。所以好像我打电话给你是要讲这个还是我是要问你这个东西啊，所以你这样就可以跟对方讲话了咯。Then the last part. So this one I think this is the part that a lot of people have some different ways of ending the call. Some people also don't even end the call properly. So the most important thing, right, is to don't just hang up the phone after you talk finish. So example, maybe you call someone to ask about whether your house got this thing. You don't just like have okay, then you end the phone call. It's quite rude, and it to the other person it will come off as a bit of a shock sometimes, especially if the person don't really know you that well. So what if you're calling your friend, then you talk already, then you okay, then you just end the phone call. Then your friend will be like, why they end the phone call? Is it they angry at me, or they accidentally end the phone call? Like, is the conversation over yet? Like, they won't know, right? And it's just basic courtesy to just be like, okay, thank you, bye bye, like just to say like to let them know that your conversation is over, and to thank them for their time lah, because they took time to like also answer your phone call. So you have to end with some closing line. Usually people just say bye bye or goodbye. That is good enough already. So the most important thing is just to not hang up the phone like straight away, because that is quite rude. 所以最后一个就是结束。我发现很多人打电话的时候讲完他们想讲的事就直接挂电话，这样直接挂电话是有挺不礼貌的。所以你打完电话的时候，你应该是要讲一个OK 拜拜，还是再见谢谢你。因为如果你突然间挂电话，那你在跟你的朋友讲话的时候，那你讲完了，那你就OK，那你就挂电话。那等一下你的朋友不知道是为什么你突然间挂电话，是发生了什么事情，还是你生他的气还是什么，他们也不知道吗？ Then 你这样讲拜拜也是跟他们讲一下我跟你要讲的事已经讲完了，谢谢你跟我谈话啦 ，OK， 所以是你讲拜拜是有礼貌的啦， then 你是因为他们也是抽出时间跟你讲话，所以重要的是不要直接挂电话 ，OK， 这个是最重要的。Okay, so the last thing is what if you call someone that is wrong. So maybe you want to call your friend, but you accidentally press one number wrongly and you end up calling someone else. Then you pick up the phone, then you realize that this is not the person that I want to talk to. That's why it's very important just now, step 2, to check to make sure that you're talking to the correct person. So like, may I speak to so and so? So if the person is like, no, we don't have this person here, I think you called the wrong number, then that means you may have missed out the number. So when when you call the wrong number, right, let them know that you have called the wrong number. So my recording thing here a bit blocking, but basically it's just to say, like, to let the person know that you called the wrong number and just apologize lah, because sometimes the person may have been busy or something, or then suddenly they pick up the phone and realize that it's not for them. So just to say like, I'm so sorry, I called the wrong number. Do not just directly hang up the phone. Again, whenever you want to hang up the phone, you have to just say something first. Don't just hang up directly, because especially in this situation, the person don't know who you are or whatever, If you just suddenly hang up the phone, they'll be very, very confused. Like, hey, this person called wrong number, then suddenly just hang up the phone like that. Like, a bit rude, ah. So you just let them know, oh, I'm so sorry, I've called the wrong number. Sorry to bother you or something. Then you end the phone call. So just, the most important thing is just don't just hang up the phone call like that. Let them know that you called the wrong number, okay? So 最重要的是，现在如果你打了错电话怎么办？所以如果你打了错电话，重要的就是你要告诉对方你打了错电话。所以这是因为我刚才讲第二个步骤就是要跟他们讲你的身份，还是你要找谁？因为如果你讲我要找某某人，他们讲诶我们这里没有这个人，还是你好像你打了错电话，then 你就你现在就发现你在这个情况了。所以如果你发现你打了错电话，你不要直接去挂电话，你不要就then 你就放下，你跟他们讲一声啦，跟他们讲对不起，我打了错电话，我不好意思打扰你了。因为如果你是那个对方 then 有人打错电话给你 then 他们突然间就这样挂电话，你会为什么他这样匆匆忙忙的这样挂了 then 这样没有礼貌的。所以如果你打了错电话最好就是跟他们讲一下啦，跟他们讲你是不小心的 then 才挂电话，跟他们讲一个拜拜 then 放下电话咯。所以最重要的就是不要直接挂电话 okay then the next one is, so just now I say what if you call the wrong number, right? So now is what if someone called the wrong number and they call you instead. So now you're on the other side of the phone call, and I think we all have like gone through this kind of situation before, when we get a phone call, then you thought it's someone you know or someone is looking for you, and then you realize that they called the wrong number. So when something like this happens, just let them know that they called the wrong number, cause they will usually be like, hey, hello, hey, this one so and so you da 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 da, then start talking. Then you realize that I think this phone call is not for me. I think they called the wrong number. Don't just let them keep talking, or like let them think that they called the correct number, then they start talking about other things. Then it's a bit weird, right? Or like, what if they are trying to tell someone something important or something private, and then end up you're the one that is listening to all this. You don't even know who the message is for. So let them know that they called the wrong number, and just like, very important is to tell them, because when you're on the phone you don't know whether you're calling the correct person, especially if you're calling the person for the first time or they never save the number. So the very important thing, I say this a lot of times already, is just to not hang up the phone directly. Because if you directly hang up the phone, they might think that it's the person that just hang up on them. They may not realize that it's the wrong number. So they might think that this person that they're calling to has hang up the phone on them for some odd reason. So remember, just do not hang up the phone directly, and don't be rude to them. Because I know sometimes you might be busy and then suddenly someone call you, then you thought it's for you, then you realize that it's a wrong number. Then you may be very angry, or you may be like, hey, wrong number lah. Don't say that. Just tell them that they have called the wrong number, and just put down the phone after that lah. So maybe you can say something like, oh, I'm so sorry, I think you have called the wrong number. I think this is not who you're looking for, something like that. Then you say bye bye, then you end the phone call. So this is just common courtesy, it's common etiquette, okay? 所以刚才我讲的情况是，如果你别人打了错电话，如果你打错电话给别人，现在就是相反的，如果别人打错电话给你 then 怎么办？你第一个就跟他们讲的就是跟对方讲他们打了错电话，你不是他们要找的人。then 不要直接挂电话，我讲了很多次。总之你打电话的时候，什么事情不要直接去挂电话，你要讲一声什么，讲一声拜拜，讲一声什么东西才挂电话。所以在这个情况下，如果别人打错了电话，等你跟他们讲一声，你好像打错了电话，我不是你要找的人，才挂电话。因为那个对方可能不小心按到错的号码还是什么，但他们以为他们跟那个他们要讲的人他们要打电话的人讲话，可是你就是不是那个人吗？ then 他一直讲，then 你没有跟他们讲什么东西 then 如果他是要找那个人讲重要的事情还是什么 then 你全部都听了 then 怎么办？所以最重要的是跟他们讲他们打了错电话，不要让他们打了 then 一直跟你讲话，可是你又不是他们要找的人 ，OK？ 所以最重要的是跟他们讲你打了错电话 then 不要直接挂电话 ，OK？ 要跟他们讲一声 ，OK？ So that's it for this e-learning. So if you have any questions, you can ask Chris or Rebecca, or if you have some urgent question to ask me, then maybe you can let them know lah, huh? But otherwise, then remember to finish the worksheet that I've given you. And if you missed out any points, then you can just go back to the video, rewind back the video, and go and see again. The worksheet is basically just copy from the slides one, so shouldn't be too hard for you also, okay? So that's it, and I'll see you all next week. I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay? 所以现在我就讲完了咯。Then 如果你有什么问题，可以去问 Rebecca 还是 Chris. Then 如果你是要好像你要问我还是什么 then 比较重要的问题 then 你跟他们讲一声啦，要不然就记得做那个作业 then 那个作业就是抄这些一些字啦，所以不会太难，可是所以这样咯，所以这样我就明天再见你们。